So it's been a little bit since we've heard of Vitaly, but right now with the current information that we have, just to run it back, apparently he is not surviving jail right now, and he can't survive in the Philippines jail. I mean, if you guys have not seen my previous videos talking about him, and also us looking at some of the jails in the Philippines, it's crazy, man. I'm excited to check this video out. Some of you guys have linked it to me, so let's go see this together, please. Let's go.
Remember that dude who used to scream, "It's just a prank, bro," while terrorizing strangers in public? Yeah, Vitaly, the YouTube prankster turned gym rat chaos gremlin, now international embarrassment, isn't screaming much anymore because right now Vitaly is rotting in a Philippine jail. And no, that's not the title of his next prank video. That's real life, and judging by the latest update we just received, the way things are going, he might not survive it, physically, mentally, or reputationally.
Yep.
Because this isn't some weekend behind bars for content, this is full-blown legal hell. No bail, no trial date, no country willing to claim him. And the internet, they're showing zero sympathy.
Yeah.
So how exactly did Vitaly go
nobody
from
showing no
pranking for
remorse
clicks to praying he doesn't get more than 20 years behind bars? Well, for those of you who might not know, it all started like most of Vitaly's mistakes, with a live stream. In early April 2025, he landed in the Philippines, turned on the camera, and decided to film the worst possible tourism campaign the country's ever seen. He harassed locals, mocked people for wearing masks.
Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal fuck.
Even fake robbed a woman on camera.
I'm gonna fucking rob you.
And
let's not
all
talk
of it
about
was
that, bro.
streamed to his audience in real time.
Ridiculous.
Kind of like a human rights violation brought to you by Kick.com. Naturally, the clips went viral, but not the kind of viral he was hoping for. No one was laughing. It was more like, hey, who let this lunatic into the country? So by April 3rd, authorities tracked him down and arrested him. The Bureau of Immigration labeled him an undesirable foreign national, which is basically a diplomatic way of saying, get this clown out of here. But instead of deporting him, they locked him up. Now, this ain't your average influencer apology tour. This is the Philippine justice system, and they're not playing. Vitaly is currently stuck in a detention center in Bicutan, and if you think this is some cushy influencer-friendly jail with TikTok breaks and gym time, think again. This is no outside food, no protein shakes, no bail, no trial date kind of jail.
I like how he said no protein shakes. I mean, that's the main thing to me that kind of concerns me if I was him, is the fact that, no more steroids to be able to take, because he clearly takes steroids. This isn't a question. This isn't a debate. And without that, he's going to drastically change. And on top of that, what he was so commonly used to in terms of food or whatever he was doing to try and keep some sort of diet or whatever idea he had for a diet on top of the steroids is completely gone. So it's a shift in reality completely. It isn't like a regular person, like, yes, you go out to eat and yada yada and you work out and boom, boom, boom. This is a more serious, like, he was on steroids. He was taking a specific drug to be the way he is right now. So it's like you're losing a drug. It's like, it's not that you'll only have withdrawal. It's more so that comfortability that he's used to of having steroids to look this certain way and act a certain way and feel a certain way, all gone. And a complete shift in reality. Like, it's crazy. Complete change.
Authorities have confirmed it could take 2 to 3 years just to get a trial. That's years of waiting, not even a sentence yet, just stewing in legal limbo. Meanwhile, the charges are stacking up like his steroids at home.
Oh, there you go.
Let's talk about what Vitaly's actually facing. So far, he's been charged with 3 counts of unjust vexation, 2 counts of theft, 1 count of attempted theft, violations under the anti-voyeurism law, cybercrime offenses for live streaming his stunts, and attempting to snatch a security guard's firearm.
Yeah, you guys didn't know about that.
That's not a prank list. Those are some serious charges.
And some of you before, without knowing, would comment like, come on, guys, it's not that serious. He's just pranking. Why is he going to go to jail for something like this? I feel like, let me just explain something to you guys. This isn't some regular guy who tried pranking once and boom, get slapped. No. This is a guy who's continuously, he keeps testing his luck. How many times are you going to test places before one place realizes what you're doing? Hey, this isn't a one-time offense just because you're in another country. Hey, this is a one-time offense. It's like if you committed felonies in other countries and you come to another one to commit it, does that mean it's your first one? No. You've done it before. He's done it before. What do you guys not realize? He's done this before, and now he's done it worse. And he's also trying to take a firearm from a cop. I don't care how you see that. I don't care. If you think that's funny, be my guest and go ahead and be funny elsewhere. That's not funny. That's crazy. If you were, put yourself in the shoes of that cop. Some dude trying to be funny, all buff, steroided up, coming up to you trying to grab your gun. You're going to laugh, you're going to giggle. You're going to be in fear for your life. Quite literally, I would be in fear of my life. Like, okay, now he's going for a gun. This isn't funny anymore at all. Not even close. It wasn't even funny to begin with. But I feel like you guys are losing the plot. Think about it. For real.
So he didn't just cross a line. He pole vaulted over it with a live stream. And the evidence, it's literally all on video. Posted by him on his own stream. So he can't even say that wasn't me, when there's 4K footage of him yelling at strangers and yanking at someone's purse. Now, in situations like this, you would expect your home country to at least pretend to care, but not in Vitaly's case. Russia basically looked at him and said, he's your problem now.
Yep.
The Russian ambassador to the Philippines public stated Russian citizens must obey local laws, and made it clear they had no interest in helping.
Hey.
No embassy lawyers, no diplomatic pressure, not even a strongly worded letter.
Wow.
And to make things worse for Vitaly, the Russian media even called him an embarrassment. So if he was hoping for a ride home in Putin's private jets, that ticket's been cancelled. But what about his American citizenship? Well, the US has been about as responsive as a ghosted Tinder match. No public statement,
Real specific.
No intervention, not even a lukewarm "we are monitoring the situation." And honestly, can you blame them? Vitaly flew to another country, broke the law on camera, and acted like an international menace.
Yep.
This isn't a case of wrongful imprisonment. It's a case of what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, quite literally.
There's no diplomatic angle here, just consequences. I mean, this case got so messy, even the president of the Philippines got involved. President Bongbong Marcos publicly dragged Vitaly, calling him crazy and saying he was out of his mind. He even asked reporters, "Can I curse at him?" Which, honestly, same. Justice Secretary Ramula doubled down, stating
that's crazy,
we will
man.
not deport him. He will be held accountable here. So that's basically a legal mic drop.
Quite literally.
In other words, they're not just locking him up. They're making an example out of him.
Yes.
And Vitaly handed them the opportunity on a silver platter. So what's life like now for Vitaly? Well, first off, no fans in Jollibee.
No!
Some of his remaining supporters actually tried to deliver food to his cell.
What?
But authorities shut that down real quick.
Yeah,
So
no.
a lot of people have been talking about potentially delivering food to Vitaly, saying that they're going to bring him food, they're going to hook him up. That is absolutely not happening. I can confirm that Vitaly is not getting food runs from supporters.
Because, well,
Yeah, dude.
this isn't Uber Eats detention edition. So he's stuck eating whatever the jail gives him, and according to reports, it's not sitting well.
He is having severe or intense health issues, which we're going to follow up on, but they're not going to release him for that. They're taking care of that in the hospital.
Sources say he's dealing with arrhythmias and potential withdrawals,
Yeah, from
most likely
steroids.
from
Yep.
steroid
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
recreational drugs.
Yes.
Vitaly is having
100%.
a really bad time in prison. I can now tell you that he is having reactions. He is having arrhythmias. People are speculating in the prison this may be due to withdrawal.
Yes,
whether that's
100%.
from drugs or steroids or whatever else.
It's not exactly shocking. This is the same guy who once assaulted a jogger and spiraled for years on social media. So having to go cold turkey in a Manila cell was probably not part of his wellness routine.
Yeah, it was not.
And the worst part for Vitaly right now is he's sitting in pre-trial detention. No bail has been granted, no trial date set, no clear path forward.
And look, he's
if convicted
clapping.
on all charges, he could be looking at 20 plus years in prison.
Let's not forget that
and
happened.
that's not counting whatever gets added if they throw the book at him for live streaming at all.
Yep.
Even if he's innocent, which is unlikely,
Yeah, he's
he'd
not.
be deported immediately and banned from re-entering the country. But until then, he's stuck, period. His channels are dead, his cameraman's a fugitive,
Oh,
His
yeah.
countries have abandoned him, and his fans, they either moved on or completely turned on him. But speaking of his cameraman, let's not forget Vitaly wasn't acting alone. His cameraman, a Filipino named Christopher, aka Sly K,
I made a whole video on him
helped him
too.
film the entire train wreck. And when things started heating up legally, he vanished, literally dipped to Taiwan, and kept streaming like normal. He dyed his hair, revealed his location, and gave law enforcement the middle finger. All live. Authorities have now filed charges against him too, including violations of cybercrime and anti-voyeurism laws.
There you
But
go.
I guess good luck catching a dude who thinks hiding on camera is stealth mode. So yeah, even his team's falling apart. Anyways, you'd think maybe
Not even a team
few
to
old
begin
fans
with.
would start a hashtag campaign or launch a Free Vitaly movement.
Nah.
No. Instead, the internet has fully turned on him. People are furious, other creators are roasting him, and even long-time viewers are finally waking up to the fact that edgy doesn't mean untouchable.
Yep.
So now Vitaly is just a walking meme for what not to do as a content creator.
example.
And honestly, it's long overdue. Although, right before Vitaly got arrested, he tried to release a PR cleanup video. It featured him praying on camera, handing out school supplies, and pretending like none of the other stuff had just happened.
Yeah, dude,
But
stop.
the internet and Filipino reporters weren't buying it, and the legal system sure as hell wasn't buying
Yeah,
it.
bro.
You can't break laws on Monday, donate crayons on Tuesday,
Yeah, exactly.
and expect forgiveness.
Exactly,
So,
bro.
At the end of the day, Vitaly thought his fame could protect him, that his subscribers would shield him, and that the world was his stage and no rules applied.
Let's not forget he
But
did this
the
too.
Philippines had other ideas. He is locked up, abandoned, forgotten, or because he couldn't separate real life from internet fame.
Yeah,
And now
ridiculous.
the only thing viral about him is his mugshot.
I think it's just incredible, man, that all of this has happened and unfolded. And honestly, I slightly forgot about it until some of you guys started linking me this over, because there's a few more things coming out, which is, you know, the arrhythmias happening in jail to him, the withdrawals, and you guys wanted to kind of keep me up to date on that because of what he did, you know. And the crazy part is he did this a few months right after I was just in the Philippines, in the area where he was committing those crimes. I just imagine if I was there, my time in the Philippines being ruined by a tourist, another tourist, setting the worst example for tourists and being the worst nuisance ever known to man. For what? Why can't you just be a normal person? But thankfully it didn't happen when I was there. But the worst thing is it still happened. That's what's terrible. And when it still happened, he did horrible things. It doesn't matter if you guys don't want to realize, or some of you don't want to realize, but he did really bad things consistently and on a consistent basis, and thought just going to another country gives him a restart, a redo, to be able to just do it and do it worse. Taking a firearm, I'm not even going to get started on that, okay? I already explained myself in the video. But I'm telling you guys, this is what happens, bro. You play stupid, stupid finds out. I'm telling you right now, this is what's bound to happen. Now, speaking of what's bound to happen, I'm bound to tell you guys that I love you guys, because I really, really do. And I want to say thank you for everything, and thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hey, if you liked it, leave a like. If you loved it, subscribe. If you want more, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, till next time, guys. Peace.
A river runs through golden sands. Dreams are woven in fragile hands.